welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video with Blazing Corp. Today, we are still in the thick of it with the Yoshi Fragment Summon event here. So, now while we're doing that, I thought I'd just give a good look-see. I've almost finally built out Astralon here. On that end, so we've got 196 speed, 30,000 HP, 3484 attack. Defense is pretty low there, but he starts pretty low, so almost no matter what you do, he is still going to be pretty low. Their main thing for me, just like for an end game build, get this to 4 grand, maybe 45. Here and get this to about 2.5 here right now. Currently, we're kind of in a mid-tier build here. So 106 critical rate, 152 crit damage here, a little bit of resistance, and then 201 accuracy so that we can land some of his skills. Here, decreased defense on A. I've booked him out a little bit. 40% chance for the 2 turns that he hits. Divine Eminence, let's see, ignores a whole bunch of stuff. Revives a random ally 40% HP and place a shield buff on them when he kills somebody. Also place a shield buff on this champion equal to 20% of their max HP if this attack kills an enemy as well. Alright, so that's kind of cool. You know, I got to get that final book on him to make this 3 turns. Then it's going to be pretty beastly. Light of Sanctity. Removes all buffs from targets under Veil or Perfect Veil buffs. Then places a 25% weaken debuff on enemies who have Veil or Perfect Veil buffs removed. Then attacks all enemies. Also has a 100% chance, and I have that booked up, to place a stun debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. This ending right here is really good for arena and just for dungeon progression as well. Wish this I could get that final couple books on him to make this a 4 turn there, but for right now we're kind of dealing with it. Here I've kind of tested him in the arena and he is pretty good here. Fills his champion's turn meter by 3% every time an ally is hit. Decreases incoming damage by 25% if the attacker's attack is lower than this champion's. He pairs up really well with Countess Lix, so every time he does his A1, she's going to do her A1, which is going to apply a weakened debuff. Attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 30% chance of placing a 25% weakened debuff for 2 turns. This is literally going to be on the entire fight here. And the reason that is she gets 2 turns with him and then 2 turns with herself there. She's got 4 opportunities to place at a 30% click right now. Could be a 50% click to place that weakened debuff there. So, you know, that is a really nice skill, team up synergy skill. Because he's going to be placing defense down. She's going to be placing weekend. So, you know, definitely going to be able to hit pretty hard. She also has the ability to attack all enemies 3 times. Each hit has a 100% chance when booked, but at this point, 75% chance of placing a decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Each hit also has 75% chance of decreasing the enemy's turn meter by 10% there. So that could be a 30% decrease, which is pretty nice. Could be the difference between, you know, going again for a second run there and, you know, having the team kind of cut in. Then you have Time Dilation. Attacks all enemies has a 100% chance on book, but right now a 75% chance of placing a block cooldown skill debuff for 2 turns. So everything she does is to like just mess up the flow of the opposing team. Also decreases the cooldowns of all ally skill except this champion's by 1 turn. So basically with how high this is, even on a cooldown to 5 turns, she's only really going to get to do this once during an arena battle. So unredeemed removes 1 random debuff from Astralon and this champion at the start of each turn. So obviously you want to pair her with Astralon as much as you can. And then fills this champion's turn meter by 5% each time an ally receives a debuff. There. So if they receive a lot of debuffs, she is most likely, especially if you build her out fast, like I have her. She's not super fast, but pretty fast at 192. There, 31,000. She's got a little bit more, well, she's got a lot more defense. She's a little bit tankier than Astralon. And about 2,000 attack. So she can't hit as hard as Astralon right now, but hopefully we'll get her there at some point. This is kind of a mid-tier build, like a mid-game build here, but I do find that she is not hitting that hard. But she's going to hit often, so that's kind of the trade-off. Now, 100% critical rate 103, 121 there on the crit damage, and then 245. I want her hitting her debuffs. There, her weaken, her block cooldowns there, and her decreased speed if she can, of course. She would be way better booked out, but we have the books. We're just, as you guys know, saving the books for when we get Seal of the Drakes there. So we don't want to use up the books because Seal of the Drakes will get go to the top of the pile when it comes to when I get her at the end of this cycle here. So Masteries, she's not fully kitted out yet with her Masteries. So we kind of went down the offensive tree, got Shield Breaker. We got some speed stuff. Now one thing I did get with her, which is kind of cool. So we got Whirlwind of Death. Whenever she kills someone, gets another extra 6 speed. They're singled out. 8% increase when she's targets are 40% or less. And then this is cool because I got Opportunist. Increases damage inflicted to targets with stun. And Astralon has a 100% chance to stun. So she's going to be getting that increased damage of 12%. We also have, if you were going to run them with someone who has like fear or even sleep, fear, true fear, freeze, she's also going to get 12%. So, you know, she works really well. With Astralon, of course, but also other people who drop these kind of debuffs. All right, so we went down, you know, typical support tree to get as much accuracy as possible on her. We're gonna try to get to getting Master Hexer, and then we probably will put on her. Yeah, we might actually put Giant Slayer on her because she's gonna get to go twice during Astralon and during Astralon's attack, and then twice during her own attack. So we might end up putting Giant Slayer, but we might also end up putting War Master. We don't know. I'm not really sure yet, but always could be Eagle Eye as well to get another 50 accuracy. Since you know, those two are gonna play really well in the arena together. Alright, so before we go in there, let's give it a look-see at the Masteries for Astralon here. So kind of the same thing in terms of the attack. Here we kind of went down Shield Breaker. This time we took Ruthless Ambush. So increases damage inflicted by 8% for the first hit on each enemy. So that's kind of nice. Because he is typically going to be going first here, and then we got Bring It Down, so an extra 6% when attacking targets with higher max HP, which a lot of people will be, and then Opportunist there for anyone who has these debuffs on them. He's gonna get that extra hit, which is nice. Well, extra damage output. So we are also going to be going for Master Hexer here. And then I'm kind of not sure if we're going to go with something where we ignore defense there. or if we go for more accuracy. Here, it could go either way. We might end up testing it with both and kind of seeing which one works better. All right, so let's get on to some battles here. Really just, I've been wanting to put together an arena kind of comp with these guys here for a little while now. Let's see. So we got a Duchess right here. It's kind of the perfect team to face off against. So what I have, Speed Lead and Deacon. We all know that he is an S tier epic. S tier. We then have Iron Brago, who we have done a champion guide on. So both these guys we've done champion guides on. Astralon champion guide and Countess Lix champion guide for mid-tier gamers. Here in Raid Shadow Legends is coming soon, but for right now we're kind of going to show you an arena comp here and see if we can take down this team. Now this team, it's going to be a speed battle, but if she gets to go first, she's going to put out her ability to cloak these guys, and hopefully we're not going to die here on the first battle here, or the first couple hits here. But if we don't die, which is I'm hoping we don't, then Astralon is going to rip all of that off, hopefully here, if she doesn't have crazy high resistance. And then he's going to stun everybody there, and then Iron Brago is going to probably kill someone with a one-shot. And then Countess Lix is going to come in after that, or it's actually going to be Countess Lix, then Iron Brago at that point. So let's see how this goes. Oh, okay, so she didn't put on. So this is one of those rare situations that she did not put on her. She didn't win the speed battle, essentially. So I could save this particular ability for the next time around, but I could also hit this ability and see if we could stun everybody and then go from there. Because, let's see, are we going to die if we go... No, I think they have, yeah, they have an increase, just shields, so... they have tons of shields. Kind of wish that I had a... Yeah, I kind of wish that I had Madame Ceres to strip all that stuff and then kind of smack and smack here. But let's see how this does with placing a stun here. Let's see if we've got our accuracy high enough to take care of these guys. Alright, so we got 3 stuns off. Duchess is still standing. So we could block their we could block all their skills, or you can put decreased speed and take turn meter. I actually want to... Yeah, I want to block skills right now. Yeah, we could block skills right now and be pretty happy there. So we got most of these guys block skills. Krisk is still up. Now we do have, luckily we have 2 turn meter manipulators on this team. So we're going to increase our turn meter and decrease turn meter on the team. So that's good. I do like this team because it's very much about control. Let's get decrease defense out there on everybody. Now the good thing is I don't have to do this particular ability here. Now the reason I don't have to do this particular ability here is because he already has... is I could drop this here and not have to worry about the decrease attack. But you know what? I'm going to see if I can kill off Duchess. Probably not, but at least give her a lot to think about here in terms of damage. And then next time around, we'll drop all our provokes. Almost there, but we were able to stun her, so that actually made her miss a turn, which is really nice. All right, so attacks one enemy. We'll ignore all those different things. We don't need the revive, but we could use the shield for... we might as well not do that. So let's do this where we get a team up here, because that's going to put her down. And now we can focus on seeing if we can get this decrease speed out there to really control these guys here. So let's see. Alright, so we were able to get decreased speed out, so that's good. And now let's see if we can get leech on somebody. I think the weak link here would be Razin. So good. Now we're going to drop some pain. And let's see, it's only going to attack one enemy and it's going to place a shield. So I might as well take Krisk out. Then we're going to see, we're probably going to kill her, but if we not, then we're going to get weakened out. Good. Let's turn meter manipulate here. Then we're going to place, let's place some more decreased defense. Now she's on unkillable, so we're going to go for Razin here. This is just decreasing duration of all buffs, which actually might be interesting here, but he does have the extra attack on this side in terms of attack damage, so might as well mess him up a little bit. Alright, now let's kill him. Double attack. Alright, so Dunzo. Now we're just going to kind of let her take, you know what? I don't even think we have to let her take her turn. We could stun her. Yeah, we could stun her. Yep, let's stun her, and then she can roll into taking her turn at that point. There. Alright, so we're just waiting, pretty much just waiting for her to get out of the stun at this point. So pretty much we've locked this team up pretty good. Now, he might rip that. No, he didn't rip it off. So that kind of sucks. So we're just waiting here kind of to finish this level. Alright, come on. As soon as she wakes up, she's dead. And there we go. Alright, so it's on to kind of see how that team works. Just like tons and tons and tons. So 2 turn meter manipulators. We've got Astralon who can revive if he kills somebody. But his A1 is going to be pretty much 4 attacks, because he's going to get decreased defense out for himself with his 2 attacks, and then Countess Lix is going to get weaken out. So that's going to help quite a bit, and those once I get them a little bit higher, will actually be quite the damage dealers. There, but you can see how we locked up Duchess Lou, and then we locked up Krisk there, and then only one who really got to take a turn was Skull Crown, and she got so much damage because she actually deals. She did 2 hits AoE, so not bad. Razin, we kind of locked up this whole team here, which before I had these guys kitted out, I could not beat a team like this here, whether or not I went first or second. So that was kind of nice on that end, and yeah, you kind of can't go wrong. They are an excellent team together. They're like a pretty good comp that they have put together. I do always love destroying someone who puts one person out. It helps me. It's going to help me get my guy my Great Hall. Man, I do love Astralon and Countess Lix, and that's why I kind of wanted them together there, because they can lock people up so well there on that side. Well, this has been fun for this video. I do wish you guys a fantastic day, and you can kind of see how Countess Lix and Astralon are S tier arena. They're champions on that end. Now, obviously, I am in a mid-game build here, but you know, for those of you out there who are mid-gamers, you've got an Astralon and you got Countess Lix, build them out. There, get your Great Hall going there, and you know, use them with someone who's a speed lead. And potentially, if you don't use them for your defense down and your weaken, then possibly, you know, run them with someone who can apply those things, like Madame Cirrus. Okay, this has been quite fun with you guys here, and I do look forward to chatting with you again. Let's chat then.